brothers of all, who never will sell their soul. Who is stuck in the doors of hell? Who cannot be controlled? We three trolls, we three trolls, we three trolls. Who goes to the grass and all underneath this straw? We three trolls, we three trolls. The world famous comedy store does not endorse no condone the words of we three trolls.
No, I think it's just it was bad cocaine.
Oh, that's always the problem.
That'll
Is
make
Is there
That's
any
not what I
such
got.
thing as good cocaine?
Yeah.
Yes.
Of course.
I've had
Yeah.
some. Dude, I had some.
The bad kind will get you like sinus infections and all that.
Oh,
crap.
yeah. Yeah.
Although, really, whenever you say the good of whatever drug it is, you're really just saying the drug without some bullshit in it.
Yeah, it's cut up into it, yeah.
You know? It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
oh,
yeah.
it's good LSD. You mean it's just
Yeah.
LSD?
Yeah. Oh, there's
like
not all
without
those chemicals
speed.
that are gonna kill. Yeah, right. That's it. Speed.
Can
that
we
they
just get the
put in
pure
LSD,
form of
yeah.
everything?
I know. Like, you
Like,
guys
oh,
have
cool.
to fucking cut it, you greedy
Cool.
fucks, dude.
Yeah.
Let us
See,
have a
if
good
everything
time.
was legal, then you wouldn't have to have that problem. You just have this is what
Exactly,
it is. You just go and you buy what you want. But then you have these drug addicts, not drug addicts, but drug dealers.
People who can't even get to work without.
Yeah,
Well, let's not talk about
selling
them.
the shit.
Yeah. You lazy fucking greedy fucks, dude. And come on, USA government, legalize
You sound
drugs
like
and
me,
make
dude.
money.
What happened?
I
You
know,
same
he's all
guy as
sick.
you too?
He's all
Bad
sick.
cocaine.
Why the fuck
He
would
sucked, he sucked the same frog
did-
stick.
I did, yeah. You know, no, I've had like I think Morgan or Punky got me sick. They both have had a cold, and then
Yeah.
I was hanging around both of them like the same day, and now I was in 3 days in
That's
bed.
why you don't hang around black people, dude.
Yeah,
What I tell you?
know, dude. They're trying to poison the white
Seriously,
man.
Yeah.
And the whole time they kept on yelling "fuck Whitey," dude, and I was like, dude, they're cool. I was like, no, but they don't mean me. No, they meant me, dude.
They meant other
Yeah.
whitey.
Yeah,
It was
they
chemical
meant me.
warfare,
They
dude.
meant those crackers over there. What is
Oh.
what is Rozafa wearing today?
Oh,
Hey.
boy.
It's gonna be a Merry
Big
Christmas.
dildo.
Yeah. Dude,
You
one
guys
would
are
start
getting
sucking
Yeah.
it immediately.
We all gotta try it.
Yeah.
All right, who's first?
Joseph,
I'm definitely
you're
going
dying
first.
Of kidney stones right
No,
now.
I'm not
Yeah.
gonna know that.
And you
I-
know what?
I'll
My
do a
theory
shot.
is you got the kidney stones very recently, and I think it was the last time when I brought whiskey down. I think that was
So
like
that
the
set it
cherry
off.
on
Yeah.
top. I think that set it off.
I think
last
the
time I
tequila
drank.
will break it up. I think the tequila will break it up.
Nah.
Yeah, it's
I'm kind of.
It's already done a
a lot of
good job
pain.
of
Can I-
breaking
can I-
up
can I just say this thing
families.
about kidney stones? We are
Yeah.
recording
He's
right.
passing
Yeah.
stones through
Okay.
his urethra right
Yeah,
now.
this let me
That's
say this one
painful
thing about
shit.
kidney stones and drug abuse.
Yeah.
The last time I had kidney stones, which was 4 years ago, I remember lying on the fucking floor in the fetal position saying, I am never going to drink alcohol or smoke weed again and get all fucking dehydrated like this. I'm going to be drinking 10 gallons of water every fucking day. And guess what? When I was in the fucking fetal position on the floor with my fucking head on the carpet, guess what I was saying? The same mantra. I am never going to drink alcohol again or smoke weed. I'm going to drink 9 glasses of water a day.
Forget.
Fuck
Dude,
yeah.
I think
Well-
football has saved me from kidney stones because
People
every
punch you in the kidneys and it ruptures them.
no, because every Sunday I go to watch football with my buddies and I don't drink because he's a recovering
What?
alcoholic,
Holy
and so I
shit.
don't drink around him. And
This Bill?
yeah, Bill, and
That's good. That's a good
and
influence.
so I sit there and I drink like 10 large glasses of water every
Yeah.
Sunday, and I
Yeah.
think it breaks up every kidney stone I create
I
throughout the
believe
week.
it.
Yeah,
I believe
everything
it.
that's built
Probably.
up during the week.
Yeah, it flushes it all
You
out
get
on
that.
Sunday, and I piss about 40 times.
It's the
and
Lord's
yeah.
day.
Yeah, you piss a lot when
You
you're
know?
past kidney stones. Well, I wanted to say this because it got me thinking while I was in agony. I had this girlfriend who had kidney cancer or bladder cancer. Excuse me, bladder
Okay,
cancer
braggart.
twice. Twice.
Dude, I have a fucking boner right now, dude.
Bladder cancer turns you on, huh? Well, anyways, I'll give you her number because she's going to get bladder cancer again because this stupid bitch won't stop drinking. For me, getting bladder cancer once, that's enough that I might stop drinking. I just might get it a taste for water or soda pop or
But
something
you just
else.
said that this
Yeah.
is the
Twice
second time
bladder
you're on the
cancer.
floor saying,
Yeah.
I will never drink again. The
I
second
made
time,
that connection.
I say
Thank
that
you
every
Solid
single
point,
time.
illustrating
Rose.
my point
Solid
with the words I
Every
already
single
used.
time I get sick and I
Dude.
vomit
That was what I
everywhere.
said
This is why
earlier.
you can't talk around women because they always bring it back up and use it against you. Everything
there you go.
But
say.
it's facts, motherfucker.
I already love and having Nick
And
on.
then they
Nick
just
is our
always
fucking-
follow it with this. Well, it's a fact. And then they knock
Rozafa
off
can't
flights.
even listen to it. She's leaving.
And they dress up like Christmas trees.
This is the
God
first
damn.
time.
We have a Christmas party tonight. And
Yeah,
we
whatever.
do.
I don't know.
It's a whatever.
I know.
You
You're
can
just
just
talking
fucking.
around.
Yeah.
You're being lit, Nick.
All
You're
right,
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
bringing
that's
a shot glass.
Yeah,
All
yeah,
right.
please.
All right. Yeah.
Are you gonna go to the kitchen?
I'll do
Is
it.
that where you're going?
Hey, Rose, can you grab me a Peroni, too? Can you grab a Peroni for me?
Can you make me a pierogi?
I mean, if you can. If not, then don't trip.
Yeah, I want some pierogi.
All right.
Yeah, no big deal if you can't.
I love it. She showed up late and then fucking left.
Yeah. Well, welcome back to the original We Three Trolls.
Yeah.
Dude, fuck Rose, dude.
See, this
This
is
was
actually-
all.
don't need her
This was all
anyways.
a ruse to get her in here and be like,
Yeah,
"Ah, Nick's coming back,
actually,
bitch."
You're fired, Rose. We're bringing Nick back. Yeah,
See, this
I
was the
get it.
this was the problem though, because it was just the three of us hating on women.
Yeah.
Hate,
right.
and we just did it immediately as soon as there was a woman in the room.
Dude, it's all my energy. It's all my energy.
No, dude, I feel like you encourage.
No, you just tie it
encourage me.
together.
It's
It's
I
not.
already feel that way. I just want to
Yeah.
let it out.
Yeah.
Well, you know what it is like whenever I see anyone going in one specific direction, I just encourage it. Doesn't matter where we're going. I just
Yeah.
Can
love
you
to
send me in the
stir
direction of
pot.
Jesus?
Yes,
need
praise
help.
the Lord, dude. Yeah. Well.
Oh, hey, you had a question for Nick.
I did, but I was gonna. I mean, I guess we.
Well,
yeah,
we
whatever.
can wait. We could.
whatever.
we could
when
play.
Rozafa comes back, we'll be drinking it.
Yeah.
We
Maybe
could
ask
play
him
pause.
questions.
Yeah, we could press pause while.
Oh wait, no,
Oh no, we just keep it
Or
rolling.
yeah, I know. Yeah,
Yeah.
Like she's coming right back. It's not like she's gonna be gone
Yeah.
for 30 minutes or something.
No.
She just need to grab shot glasses and
Mm-hmm.
get Josh
She was
to,
quick about it.
to give me a
She's here.
Peroni.
Mm-hmm.
that didn't happen.
Oh.
Oh wait, no, it did happen.
Oh yeah, dude. I knew Rose would come through. She
shit.
always does.
Oh,
No, that's
the
a
coolers are
that's a
locked.
Pellegrino.
they have to get the keys.
Jesus Christ! Nobody wants this
Dude,
fucking
now,
bullshit.
I-
They don't
that-
have the keys
that-
yet. There's no
Yeah,
manager.
no, I know. I'm
That
just
was
fucking
actually the whitest thing that's ever been said. Oh, a fucking Pellegrino.
Oh, a fucking Pellegrino,
The
dude.
disgust at a Pellegrino.
I asked for a fresca.
Yeah. No, actually, I do like Pellegrino and all seltzer water.
Can I wear that
Just so
hat?
like,
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah!
There
Get
you
into
go.
the-
I brought
Everyone's
it for
festive.
Taylor, so I wouldn't look
Yeah.
like the only Jolly Green Giant, at
Oh,
the
yeah.
party.
Yeah.
But
Well, Rose, let's have a shot, dude.
let's do a shot.
Yeah.
Taylor must have a very.
So, did you guys
small
already
head.
introduce?
We
Nick
haven't introduced ourselves at all.
At
No,
all?
we
No
haven't
one's
done
been
that.
Are you
introduced.
kidding me?
We've been fucking waiting for you.
Yeah, we've been.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
You know, you're
well,
part
I
of the fucking show.
apologize.
Yeah, no.
But Nick Kekeris here
Hello.
was the original founder of We Three Trolls,
Yeah.
and they decided they need more male energies, so they picked me. He's
Very
also my
feminine.
old roommate, and I love him dearly.
I have a question.
And I'm a feminist.
Yeah.
Oh,
He
shut
is
up!
a-
Now you're off the podcast.
Okay.
Hey Nick, I got a question for you. Have you listened to the podcast, and do you not? I mean, you must not regret leaving at all.
No, that yeah.
You feel
If
like you
you've
made the
listened
right
to it, then you
decision?
definitely doesn't regret it.
I listened to maybe one episode, maybe two. I don't know.
It was the Sam Tripoli one. That's the one everyone else listened to.
No, I didn't. I actually didn't listen to that one, even though
Cheers, guys.
cheers. Even though I was intrigued and did want to. I didn't because I've just been so fucking busy the past couple weeks.
That's good. Good. Stay busy.
Stay busy, my friend. That hat looks good on you.
I mean, I don't live with any regrets. So,
Take some
but
back.
I do
Before
miss
my
podcasting with
sickness
you
all over
guys. I always did have fun.
Yeah, we have fun too.
Yeah.
Dude, it's
So
super fun.
Except with the fact that we always fought when we weren't podcasting.
Yeah,
about what
yeah.
We had podcasting
there was a lot of difference
Well,
of opinion, but
There was main difference apparently was the content, but I have to tell you, Nick, we've gone so far beyond what we used to argue about. Like, even like I listened to the last episode while I was working on it. It was like sick, I was like, Jesus Christ, like we should be locked up, dude. I don't want
Dude,
my
we're
family
definitely
to ever hear
never
this.
hosting the Oscars. That's
Nope,
for
Yeah,
damn
that's not
sure.
happening.
No one in
I
this
have a lot
room
of
is going to
my
host the
friends-
Oscars.
I think that's
Gay
fair to
friends
say.
look at me sideways now because they're like, "What the fuck are you even saying on there?
Do they
Who's
have a-
this
do they have a
fucking
crush on me?
asshole
Do they
named
have a crush on me?
JPL?"
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
one of my good friends was like,
Oh God.
yeah, they had a lot of concern.
Look, I
for-
know it's my fault. I never said it wasn't. I know
Yeah.
it's wrong. It's me.
That's why I like it. I don't care. I don't give a shit about anybody's feelings. I'm so over everything, and everybody's so touchy. It's like I don't give a fuck.
It
How
doesn't
about I don't
help.
care? It
It
doesn't,
doesn't help
anything.
to care about him because no one
doesn't.
gives a shit, even if
doesn't
you do
help.
try to.
Yeah,
I
I-
don't care.
you-
They just want to fucking
At all.
attack
They
you.
want you
Yeah.
to submit to them. Get on
Right.
your fucking knees. Kevin Hart did apologize to the gays after they made
Supposedly-
him step down.
Supposedly he didn't.
No, he did. I read it.
I read
oh,
the-
like his
but
press-
that was like the
his press
third time
release.
that because the first time it came out, he said, "I'm not apologizing for any jokes." I'm a
Right.
comedian. The second
Yeah.
time it came out,
That's where it should
Uh,
have stopped, by the way.
yeah, that was in
Yeah, yeah.
That's
that
the
was in
mistake.
2014.
Yeah.
That's where. Well, see, here's
It was from 2009 though, right? The original tweet.
right, but
And
in
it was really
2014
hacky, by
it
the
got
way.
2014 it got brought up. I mean, obviously, 2009. We're talking about 10 years ago. He wasn't even Kevin Hart then.
No.
Like, and he was
He was
still
Kevin
finding.
Hartowitz.
Dude, he was still he was still trying to find his voice as a comic. And
He was a young dude.
you know,
you don't
and
know fucking shit about people. You don't understand that you're.
you don't, and
you're
well,
working
and
an hour.
especially with this career and this path that you're on, because as a comic, as a writer, as a creative person, it takes so much trial and error, saying stupid things that you don't really mean, that in the moment that you think are funny, because you're trying to be a funny person, all you're going for is the laugh.
Yeah.
And the problem is that, you know, when you're trying to define yourself as a comic, it takes fucking time, just like every other goddamn profession. So it's like, so for you to sit there and use the word, that's why, like, there's one thing that Dave Chappelle said that I really like appreciate about him is that, you
I'm
know,
rich, bitch?
when that whole yeah, I'm rich, but yeah, I think that's Donnell though.
As-
So yeah, so close one. But different
That's not
black
the same
guy.
dude.
No, different black guy. So,
weird.
but the thing,
Asher.
but the thing that but the thing that I really appreciated about what Dave Chappelle said was that when the whole Michael Richards thing happened, when he said the N-word at the Laugh Factory,
Yeah.
is he's like, you know, he's like, fuck, dude, like, yeah, I was mad that he said the N-word, but at the same time, it's like, I've been there as a comic where you're just bombing and you don't even know what to say. You just lose control because it's so volatile, because at one moment you're killing, you're having a great time, you're this big celebrity, the next second you're fucking bombing, and you're trying to, and everyone's hating you, everyone's heckling you. And I mean,
Look,
granted,
yeah.
I'm not advocating saying the N-word in any circumstance, but what I am saying is that, like, it just, with this profession, you just sometimes your mind just goes to a weird fucking place. And
Well,
you can't
that's
even help
that's
it.
like like I'm not a football guy, okay, but like
Yeah.
if you fumble the ball, that's a fumble. You scramble to try and recover.
Right.
Like that's all he did.
Yeah.
The ball was fumbled. There was interaction that went wrong. You know.
Yeah.
It's like the
right.
punchline was intercepted or whatever, and
Right.
he's like he's trying to get it back, but he can't because he's not that good.
Yeah.
Of course, somebody who
Yeah.
was good would just be like, boop.
Right,
Got it.
right,
You
yeah.
know, but he couldn't do it because he
that's
didn't have
my same point.
experience.
Yeah, is that he's not that good at stand-up. And you know, and Kevin
He
Hart 10
wasn't.
years ago probably wasn't either.
Oh
And-
yeah.
You know what
And,
makes me
I-
really happy is that the Oscars deserve this, okay? They're so
Of course
fucking
they do.
stupid. Because they're like, oh, the Oscars is too white. Let's get another black guy to host,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
This is how fucking lame they are. So they get the black guy to host. By the way, only straight women and gay guys fucking watch that shit. I haven't watched the
Right.
Oscars. I don't even know what fucking movies are in.
Yeah.
I have no idea. I'm not interested. They picked the black guy that had a fucking gay joke
Yeah.
10 years ago.
A gay joke.
A gay bashing joke, which was super hack and really bad, right? Who gives a shit? I don't care.
Super
I
hacky.
still like him. I don't think he meant any harm by that. I don't think he hates gay people.
Well, how about
That's
this?
part of
How-
like the black people, unless you're
Black
gay,
people
they
are on the down low. so they
dudes
do
are.
not hate
It's like
gay
a
people.
macho. It's machismo. What do you call it? Like the Mexicans, you know, they're very like macho
Just mucho
society.
macho.
They call
Yeah.
that. They call that Larkin-esque.
Very Larkin-esque. So you know
Macho.
they're like no homo, motherfucker. But at the same time, it's like. It's just like culturally, that's how it is. Albanians are the same fucking way. It's very macho. But I mean, I have family members that are gay. we accept that they're gay. You know, like that's just what it is. But every parent, I don't care who you are, you want your kids to be straight because you want to have grandchildren. That's a fact.
Yeah.
That's a fact. I'm sorry. But and it doesn't mean that you can hate on gay people because of that, but that's just what it is.
Can we go back
What
to
if
the
his-
point? I'm sorry,
but the Oscars, yeah.
Can we go back to the point? Yeah.
They deserve it. It makes me so happy that
Can we
they
go back to the point
fumbled
of,
so hard.
that Nick
Yeah.
was making about how when you're younger, you don't you're finding your way, you don't know what you want to say yet, and you say the
Yeah.
wrong things. When I started painting, every time I would sit down on the canvas, I would write faggot. It took 5 years to get all that faggotry onto the canvas and out of my heart.
And then it was just the N-word.
And now, and now I paint pictures of nude children,
Oh my god.
like a true artist.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you're a real fucking.
Jesus Christ.
I'm very concerned that's the hardest I've
Michelangelo?
ever made Wob laugh the entire time I've known him. That's like 9 years.
Dude, he loves pedophilia jokes.
Is there a heater in this room or what's going on?
Dude,
It's just hot.
Fucking
It's hot
dying.
as fuck, dude. I'm sweating.
It's because of all the heat that you guys are bringing.
Right.
Dude, fire over here,
Yeah,
dude.
fuck that shit. I'm glad the Oscars that happens. They're just stupid. They didn't
Yeah,
do the research,
dude.
and they did do the research. 10 years.
He was
later,
already been called
or earlier.
Well, see how
Are
many
you
and,
kidding me?
and here's the real here's another fucking real point too.
Yeah.
Is that how many times are you gonna get punished for the same crime?
Amen.
And so
Yeah.
so the thing is
Double jeopardy
Yeah.
penetration or whatever.
Yeah. So
Double penetration jeopardy.
I
So-
understand where he's coming from, but he didn't quite apologize the first time either. That's why I think the gays are mad at him.
I would have
now.
said, I am so sorry you are such faggots.
yeah.
But I would have respected him more for that. But he's
Yeah.
just like, I don't care. I love everybody. I'm like, whatever. I'm not in that position, but it would have been funnier if you would have did that because
Yeah,
then
well,
I
That's
would have
what
been
a
like,
comedian would
okay.
have done. Why
Yeah,
don't you
That's
just
what
be a
Norm
comedian?
did, and then he still had to go on The View, and
Norm?
yeah.
What happened with Norm?
Norm got into trouble for saying it wasn't even scandalous what he said. Is it even
No.
worth discussing?
I don't know.
Not even.
Well, I mean, I
it's
guess
actually
I
kind
mean,
of.
I guess it is if it wasn't even scandalous, because then it's like here, where,
Well, he
where
was
do
also
we draw the line?
He did.
on-
He went to like. I thought he wasn't gonna apologize because he had the best like non-apology ever, which was basically like making fun of the people during the apology. I don't remember the exact thing. You have to go fucking look it up.
God damn it.
But
He's
then,
so good.
but then he did actually kind of apologize on The View, which is so weird, like of Norm to do it because he has had such great
There's so many
interviews on The
different
View.
Scandals. I forgot it. I remember something
But,
happened recently with
yeah,
him.
right after that, there was another thing that
Yeah.
something in the news, and that's where I think he made the smart move. Was he just did when he did do the apology thing, he just stopped after that. Like I think you just got to stop and wait for the next news cycle to go.
Yeah.
And then just
That's
wait
like-
for it to go, and
Yeah.
more often than not, it'll go without you.
Yeah.
Right.
Sometimes it'll still pick you up again, and like a wave does, when you crash and shit.
Yeah,
and
but
it, like,
people have
turns you
short
over, but-
memory.
Does anybody know where the caravan's at right now? Because is that still in the news? It's gone.
Yeah,
right?
They're in my
It's in-
backyard.
yeah, it's in
I'm
San
letting
Diego.
I'm letting them live in my studio in my
Is that
garage.
gone now?
Yeah, they've
No,
already
I-
got jobs.
I
They're already,
actually- You know what? I actually saw the caravan
You
over
did?
Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah, you went to Tijuana.
I was in Tijuana when the caravan was trying to so-called fucking throw rocks at the border patrol and all that.
Our
and,
correspondent here.
dude, and you know what?
Our troll
Like, that shit
correspondent.
was
Troll
that shit was so fucking ridiculous. Like first of all, here's my debate with the caravan, or my devil's advocate, I guess, playing with the caravan, is that everybody's so up in arms, like we need to let people through, we need to, like, everybody deserves blah 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 blah
No,
blah
they don't.
whatever. And well, here's the reality of the situation is what the caravan's doing in Mexico is that the Mexicans are fucking pissed.
They do not like it.
The Mexicans do not like it at all because They're disrupting their whole fucking way of society. And first of all these people, this border, now they're shutting down lanes at the border where you can't drive. They're only letting 2 lanes drive. There's only letting 2 lanes walk through.
It's fucking with their economy.
So what's happening is all those fucking Mexican citizens that have put in the proper time, have applied for visas, have applied for working visas, are temporary fucking like becoming on their way of getting green cards, becoming citizens that still live in Tijuana, can't come to go to work. So now the caravan people are disrupting these people who have went through the proper channels and process to try to become American citizens, become taxpayers. And Tijuana, by the way, offered the caravan a place to stay. They put them down in Playa Tijuana.
Everything, yeah.
They set them down in Playa Tijuana, about like, I don't know, 10, 15 minute drive from the border, 20-minute drive, maybe 20-minute drive from the border, and then they took them on the bus. They said, here you go. You guys can find all of your, what do you call it? I'm sorry, my brain isn't working today because I'm still in recovery.
Work, healthcare.
No, like your escape, your, the word I'm looking for. Whatever. Your safety, your safe path. Asylum. Thank you. Goddamn it. Asylum.
That's where I came from.
You can find, and you can have it here. You can stay here. What they did instead was they marched all the way from Playa Tijuana to back to Tijuana, and then they started fucking up their parks. They started trashing their parks. They're standing in the middle of the road. It took triple the time it normally takes to cross the border. And even when I tried to cross back, like normally when I go to Tijuana,
let me ask you, does it actually smell worse with Hondurans there, or is it not even able to tell the difference?
No, I couldn't.
People that have been traveling in a caravan.
My nose doesn't smell great.
Also, my other thing is like, it's so obvious that they're in a caravan. They've been following you.
Guys, I don't
You're
see
fucking
color
retarded, dude.
Because black
Sneak
is
in,
not a color.
motherfuckers.
All right, anyway.
But yeah, so
It's not.
But I'm sitting there, but I'm watching, like, and the people that were like gas bombing them those are Mexican military, man.
Yeah.
That's not United. They're not on the U.S. side. That is Mexico's military. It's like it's all such fucking propaganda and such
bullshit.
Fucking hype. Like, and I'm sitting there and I'm watching, and all the fucking Mexicans, all of the military people are just like rolling their fucking eyes, like, guys, this is not how you do it. We've been doing this for years. If you want to do it, this is how you do it.
You sneak in.
And if you want to sneak in, go to New Mexico. Go through New Mexico where there's not the biggest fucking border crossing.
Go through Texas.
Well, they did. Some of them went the other way. You know, some of them went up to Texas.
Into America.
No, this is all propaganda. I feel like they got paid to do this.
No,
it's
they
so
didn't get paid. No.
They drove them.
No,
they drove them when the cameras weren't
They
there.
provided it. They provided the cameras. They provided cash.
There have been.
How else are
There's
they
an organization.
bringing all these people together?
How else are these people
Boost
getting
Mobile?
Dora the Explorer
Boost Mobile
t-shirts
got all
and-
these people
and
connected
fucking
like
crap?
this.
No, well, okay, well here is, okay.
There are charitable organizations.
The guy
that
wearing
help
the Illuminati
organize
hat
that.
is about
those
to
charitable
tear apart
organizations
your
need to start
argument.
getting taxed.
Look,
They suck, dude.
Yeah, I agree.
Fuck
Hold
those people.
on.
Fuck them.
Hold on. In their defense, this is what I will say: is that Honduras, fucking
sucks.
Nicaragua, like
Sucks.
all that right there.
Yeah, we don't use the N word here, bro.
It's all like what is Colombia's right there.
Yeah.
Like it is all cartel driven. It is all like it is horrific. They have the
For sure.
highest murder rate in the world.
It was caused by Bush Sr. just paying the fucking CIA.
It's caused by
the
you guys
cocaine
who are
problem.
talking about pure cocaine that you want.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Bloody hands! Your bloody hands are all over this thing.
Your bloody nostrils
Legalize
are all
it.
over.
Legalize it. You won't have that problem.
Yeah.
Well, then how is the CIA going to make money for our fucking covert
Freedom.
operations? Goddamn. Yeah.
No,
we need to
for our
spread
freedom.
freedom.
How about
Let's
freedom?
Spread freedom around.
Freedom to
You
do
don't have
whatever the
freedom,
fuck
but we'll
you
give it
want.
to you guys.
But look, so these families are getting slaughtered. They are in an awful position. They really are. They are getting murdered by the masses. Whoever doesn't do what the cartels want them to do, it is a fucked up country to live in. But at the same time, is that whose responsibility does that fall on? I think it falls on the Honduras government. Responsibility. Now, can they seek help? Yes, absolutely. Now, can they demand to be American citizens? No. Can they demand to be Mexican citizens? No. Can they demand to be French citizens? No. Like, there's a process to every country to get in.
Yeah.
And it's fucked up and all. Like, every single fucking progressive liberal is gonna be upset that like at one day maybe this might come back to me. Like, oh well, but there is a process, man. It's like. You can't sit there and work for years and years and years at something and then have somebody just show up and say, hey, my life is fucked up. I want to get in. I want this.
That's happening all over the fucking world. Look what's happening in France, Hungary, all over Europe right now. They're having riots because of the fucking immigrants that are coming in, basically. They're ruining their whole economy. In France, they're freaking out. Like, they were going to raise the gas tax.
Let me tell you how bad they're freaking out in France.
That's all wars that we caused.
Listen, when I lived in France, people would lose their mind if you said bonsoir and it was the daytime, okay? Now they're dealing with people pissing on the fucking subway in front of their fucking children.
The Parisian subway smells so fucking bad.
It already smells like a fucking
it smells like fucking trash, dude. Oh, it just smells like urine and BO. It's so fucking bad.
Smells like me.
And I ride the Hollywood Red Line, and the fucking Parisian subway is the worst thing I've ever smelled in my life.
The New York subway in the summertime is
that's probably pretty comparable.
Very comparable to that. I've never been on the Parisian one, but
God, it's so fucking bad. I've never been on the New York one, but I've been in the DC. I've been in DC subway.
The DC one's nice though,
bro. Huh?
DC one's nice though in comparison.
Yeah, somewhat. Yeah. It's about the same.
The LA one
is
is nice, to be quite honest. The Red Line, all the lines from the LA one are great.
I'd say
nobody uses
DC.
it.
Nobody uses it. That's why. Yeah.
DC subway reminds me a lot of the LA subway, even though there's far more traffic in the DC subway, it reminds me a lot of the LA subway.
I like to go and busk in the LA subway. I make sure it's really packed in there, and I bring a kid with me, and I go stand there with an acoustic guitar, which I do not know how to play. And I'm like, I'm the one who wants to be with you. Is
that the Lost Lonely Boys?
Deep inside, you know you feel it too.
Feel it too. But anyway.
I do that for about 4 hours a day, and then finally I'm just like, get out of here! Here's $50! Get the fuck out of here!
And then I come here.
Oh my God.
Come here.
That sounds like a good afternoon. I'm sure you've been on Instagram plenty of times.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. Dude,
you're
honestly,
Insta-famous, bro.
Just because I look so ugly and weird, I have been on Instagram a lot. I always catch people taking pictures of me. I've had guys, when I lived in Silver Lake, walk up to me and be like, can I take your picture? I have a fashion blog. I was like, it's 8 o'clock in the morning, and I dress like an asshole when I dress up.
Yeah.
So I know you're fucking with me.
Yeah.
You're fucking with me right now. I'm not going to be on your Instagram. In fact, I might punch you. Punch you in the kidneys so you can know what I fucking feel.
You'll feel my like, look at this, what not to do, and have a bunch of arrows all over the fucking picture.
Here's a real fucking loser. Dude,
Oh
man, I'm sorry you went through that, JP.
I'm sorry I look like this, dude.
Now we finally
hipster.
found out who hurt JPL. The
JPL
fashion
did.
bloggers.
The fashion police did.
Yeah.
The fashionistas.
The fashionistas are the ones that hurt JPL. So if you want to know where all this hate and angst comes from, that is it.
It's true. That's why I hate them gays.
Yeah, dude.
So darn fashionable.
Oh, man. Dude, well, it's good that we can all be in the room together.
It feels nice.
Yeah,
I like this.
Yeah.
Hey, what was your question for Nick?
Oh, well, I was thinking about, like, you know how, like, nobody likes to say, like, this ethnic group is the worst tipper, you know.
So which ethnic group do I hate the most?
No. Like, nobody wants to say that, right?
Yeah.
I say it all the time.
But I figured, like, you've been a server,
sure,
you know, so you've had some experience with different ethnic groups. Now, let's just say, what would the reverse pyramid be? Who would be at the best tippers, and then we'll end at the worst.
Oh,
smart.
You know?
Bury the headline. I like this.
So,
I like this move.
You know, you go best tippers. I don't know, who is it?
I mean, I guess the most consistent. Well, I can't even say consistent because consistent doesn't mean good in this sense.
I mean, it's okay.
I mean, it's tough to say. I can tell you this though. That,
who's worse, Jews or blacks?
Women.
White women.
Dude, white women are the worst tippers you'll
worse
ever
than black
see.
women.
Actually, no. Black women will give you a harder time.
Yeah.
They're like, I can't taste my alcohol. Like they'll bring the drink to you 50 fucking
And
times.
and they'll ask you for shit that's not on the menu, but
Yes, but they will eventually tip you.
I'll tell you one thing that I've seen lately is that like
The white women will not.
no white women tip.
Older white women.
Yeah, maybe older white women, but they still leave you like 15%,
They really are
maybe
the worst.
10%. No, white women are by far the worst. And I think it's because like
I think it's
especially
white,
the real
rich
cute
white
ones
women.
because
Hey,
they've
if
never
we-
had to
if we-
pay for anything in their
Exactly,
life and they've
exactly.
never
That's
had
the
a
ones we're
job.
talking about.
So
Have
they
no
don't
perspective.
We're not talking
understand-
about the working
yeah.
class white women.
No,
we're talking about
we're
Listen,
talking about
if you
like
want to fix this country,
Yeah.
you let
we have to kill all white women.
No, not kill them. Just don't
Kill
let
'em. Kill 'em.
Don't let them vote anymore.
Kill all the white women.
No, stop it. That you're getting a little too extreme. That's
Wait, is
step,
that not
that's
what
step
we're,
two.
I thought that's why
Step
you
two,
brought
bro.
me here. Isn't this the? I thought this
I'm
was
just saying
like-
we should take away their right to vote because they vote. They vote with their stupid
Don't kill 'em.
feelings. They
Yeah.
don't vote for their wallet because they don't fucking know what it's like to go to a job for 12 hours a day in the fucking sewer.
Well, that's
and
also
earn
why
the
I think
worst
college
money
students
ever.
and like
They shouldn't be allowed to vote
I
either.
don't think you should be able to vote until you're like 30.
Amen. It's 35
'Cause you're a
even.
fucking idiot.
You don't know
Yeah,
the
oh,
fucking
God.
world.
Wait,
you need to own some
if you don't
fucking
live with your
idiot until
parents and
30,
you don't have
even
money
at 30,
from
you're
your
still a
parents,
fucking
that's when you
idiot.
can start
yeah,
voting.
Like 30, 32 is
When you're
you start
on your
seeing
own,
things straight.
like
Yeah.
when you're on your own, you have no fucking body, and you can make your own decisions and be like, oh, I completely look at life differently now that I'm on my own.
Listen, when you own stuff that you paid for
Yeah,
that costs a
it's
lot of
completely
money, you
different.
look at the
Oh,
world
yeah.
so fucking differently.
Sure.
Especially if you have kids, which we don't have kids, but
Thank God.
That's
Oh,
why
you
when
should look at it
those
differently. But
those
it's
white women
crazy
get
to me
married,
that
they
they don't
become
even look at it
Republicans.
that way. I'm like, why? How are
they
you
can't.
not?
They don't understand. They don't know.
It's just like left or right, and it's as long as there's a left or a right, they could fucking start doing these side deals and be fucking with us the whole time. Like, oh, we're gonna just start war over here. We're gonna take money here. We're gonna kill
We
these
need to bring
people.
back the wigs.
Oh.
You're right. The wig party was
By
where
the
it's
way,
at.
fight each other, and that's all we care about. You know,
that the-
Yeah,
is that the
it's
black
all,
women
it's all
party?
just create conflict amongst everyone, and then the rest
that's
is
what I'm
gonna
saying.
be
It's
one.
like they create
Like,
conflict.
Black women
amongst
should
each
start a
other.
party called
it's just
what
make
is it
the
called?
lower class
The
fight
weave
each
party.
other, and then everybody else wins. Like,
Yeah,
and
the
they
1%.
keep on,
Yeah.
we keep on losing. But you know what? Back to the topic. Well, I can say this is that Mexicans are the most, or I shouldn't
The
even say
worst?
Mexican. I should say Latino. I'm sorry, PC
worst.
police. No, I'm not gonna say the worst, but they're the most consistent because they always leave $5, whether the tab is 100 or whether it's fucking 25.
Yeah.
The Hispanic community says
throw a
$5
$5
is enough.
Yeah.
Which, you know what, I can get on board
There's no
with that
percentages.
because
It's just $5.
It's
because
less
the,
thinking.
But the Latino
they don't
community
calculate it.
Probably, if you think about
not
it, like
great at math.
probably make the
Low
least
IQ.
amount of money. No,
Kidding.
I wasn't gonna say that.
Kidding.
They probably like as a whole make like the least amount of money on average as anyone,
their
I'd
fucking
say,
asses off.
because they have to deal with all like.
Fuck what they don't work smart. They work hard.
Yeah, they work
Hey,
hard as
let me
fuck.
do the worst job for the least amount of money because no one else wants to do it.
No, they do work hard.
Or
They do work smart
work
though.
hard
That's not
Because you see
smart.
how many families live in one house half the time?
That's not
They're all
smart.
supporting and helping each other.
They
No,
do.
They, really
They have a
That's not
great
the American way,
sense
baby.
of community and. Yeah,
There
but
is
I
no
don't-
more American way. I'm sorry to tell you. It's
Their,
gone, baby,
their
gone.
sense of family
Coming
is so
back.
strong it doesn't even need marriage.
I know.
Yeah, they do like to keep it in the family.
Just have babies.
You know, incest and stuff. No big deal. Kind of a lot of
I don't know, this is taking a weird
molestation,
turn.
Culture.
But,
Well, it's funny though because what I did was I said let's start at the top with best tippers, and you immediately went to the bottom with the worst anyway.
Well, because it got brought up to white people, and like,
Yeah.
and I and
No,
I-
you were
and
right,
I-
too.
The white women
and
are the
so
worst.
then I had to
Yeah,
go
you
with
did
the
say white
because I
women's the
did
worst.
said white women are the worst, and I'll
White
tell
men
you,
are the best. Just say it.
white men.
They
white
are.
Men,
No, I bet.
Especially if they're
I bet.
best, baby.
Wait, I bet.
No,
do
actually,
Asians? Do
white
Asians
dudes
tip
that
pretty
want a
good?
bone are the
No,
best.
Asians
Really?
are consistent. They're consistent 15%.
Okay.
Asians
Solid.
are the worst.
Like no, like solid 12 to 15%.
Asians and Latinos.
I'll tell
are
you
the
what,
worst.
the biggest
Dick, you've ever seen his mind?
dick I've ever seen is JPL's. No, the biggest like God, my brain is not fucking working today.
Disparity,
Take a shot
the
and
range.
Shut the fuck up already.
Yeah,
The
the
I don't think
biggest.
that'll make his brain work.
Yeah, I can't even think. Here we go. Fuck it, man. All right.
It's kind of lame being your sober friend. I'm not gonna lie.
Dude,
Does anyone
JPL
need a ride later?
No, I got an Uber. Dude, just fuck off, JBL.
I was just coming on to you, Nick. Okay, cool. I'd rather go home alone, is what you're saying. I'd rather go play Xbox.
Dude, I came here for pussy, so open up, dude. Fucking spread them, man.
What do you think will be better, my mouth or my butt?
Oh,
Your mouth kind of looks like a pussy. What's up? You got that?
Which one has more hair? That's what I'm more curious
Oh,
about.
Oh, definitely
he
my
likes some
asshole.
Oh,
dingleberries.
well, then I have to go with the
Definitely
mouth,
got more hair
dude.
than
Yeah, I have to go with the mouth. I can't.
Okay, so the worst to best. Just say it right now.
Oh, where's
Give
the
us the
best?
fucking pyramid.
You already said kind of white women, right?
All right. Well, hey, all
Grandma.
right. I have to preface this with I've worked. I've worked 10,000 hours as a server, so this makes me a professional on this topic.
Yes, it does.
I am an expert.
That's why
And this has
I brought it up.
nothing to do with my own personal racial.
This
point
is
of views or
empirical.
perspective. It has strictly to do with any unbiased
Experience.
All unbiased. It's all based on experience.
It's
The most-
based off logic.
The most I get, the most consistent, like 20% or more tip I get is from white men. The
USA, USA, USA.
second.
Wait, hetero or gay?
Actually, gay men.
Probably gay.
Gay
They have
men.
so much
Gays
money.
tip
Yeah.
more.
But
Yeah.
lately,
The best tippers.
I'll tell you this is that I worked that
There's a gay show.
Waters.
Yeah, the John Waters
Oh, shit,
Christmas
how was
show.
it? I was gonna stop
And
by,
my
but I
whole
was in fucking
section-
pain.
My whole section was full of gay men, gay
No
white
way.
men.
There were gay men at the John Waters
And-
show.
And let me tell you that they were the worst fucking gay white men ever. They didn't tip me.
They're
I
broke
made shit.
Gay white men.
Yeah, they
Broke
were.
ass.
They were.
Oops.
They were
Sorry.
the. Yeah.
I think these lights are just heater.
I know that
I bet
but-
John Waters himself
But
though.
typically
tips.
though, but
Yeah, he actually
that's
stayed
out
after
of the
the show to
ordinary.
sign
Normally, I
and,
love
like, talk
waiting
to
on
people.
gay men
Yeah, he's a cool
because
guy.
Yeah.
because they're always pretty chill. They're always very friendly, and they
Well,
always
of course
tip me
they're
very
friendly
well.
to you. You're like a nice
Well,
looking white
and
guy.
they
How
always hit
friendly
on
are
me.
they?
Dude, I would tell you, I was working.
So friendly.
Do you flirt with them to
Yeah,
get
of
tips?
course I flirt.
I
with
flirt with gay
yeah.
men to get free
I'm a
weed.
whore,
Whoop, get the
dude.
fuck
Dude, I'm
outta
watching
here.
Nick drop shit, bend over and pick it up. I'm like, what a fucking
like,
fag. What is he
How
doing?
many times can this pen fall out of my hand? It's so slippery in here today.
Oh my God! I have your change bits here in my
Honey,
front
you're not
pocket.
my
And you just
type.
reach in
Reach
there
and
and
grab
get
it,
it.
yeah.
It's in a roll of quarters, though. You're gonna have to grab onto it. Just grab it.
Just tug that roll of quarters a few times. I swear to God, it'll pop up.
Yeah, give credit where credit's due. It's a roll of $50. Am I right, Nick?
Hey. So,
A roll of Sacagaweas in his fucking pants. This guy's got it all.
but yeah, man, I love, dude. You know what's so funny is I get hit on by so many gay men waiting tables. So like,
Oh, I
I've
bet.
never.
It's those delicious blue eyes. I have the
I
same
know.
problem, Nick. Sorry.
But I'll tell you what. You know who's never hit on me waiting on a table? A woman.
Dude, that's very telling what you just said. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
They won't because
Yeah.
they think you're subservient to them. 'cause
Yeah,
you're
and
doing
they think
their
that they
bidding.
think I'm poor.
I
I'm like,
have
Yeah, you
hit
probably make more
on
money than
male
them.
servers
I don't even
before in
wait
my
tables
life.
because I need money. I'm independently wealthy, bitch.
Yeah.
I do this because I love the people.
I like people.
I love serving people.
Yeah.
I'm not independently wealthy, but I do. But you know what? I make more money than a lot of people in this world. And the thing is that
Can I borrow $300? I have to get an abortion.
no,
It's 500.
yeah,
They
Rose, no.
raised the price again.
Dude, they've been,
Dude,
that-
inflation,
it's probably
man.
higher than that.
Thanks, Trump.
I know.
You fucking piece of shit, Trump, dude.
Why don't you pay
Anyway,
for
the
my
show's
abortion,
over. See
Trump?
you guys
I know
next
you paid
week.
for a lot more.
But yeah, man, no, but I remember this one time, this specific memory just popped up into my head.
Yeah.
As I was serving this gay dude, and he's like, oh, I've seen you before. I was like, oh, have you? Where you've been here before? I've served you. And he's like, no, weren't you at that one bar? And he like gave me like
We
the
fucked
name
in
of
the
this bar,
bathroom?
this
Yeah,
gay
yeah,
bar,
yeah,
you
yeah.
know. And then I was like, I've never heard of it. I was like, I've never heard of that bar. It must have been
He
a
was
different
trying to
person.
check.
Yeah. And he's like, oh, well, here's my business card, and if you want to, you can just text me later. I'll take you there. And I was like, okay, thanks. Then, I mean, obviously never tipped, but he left me $20. So, you know,
Uh-huh.
I have no problem whoring myself for money. I mean, not sexually, but you know, like I'm like
Gay guys are the best.
Yeah,
They have money.
I'm like the
they're
best.
slow.
I'm like the best.
They want to have a
stripper.
good time.
You know?
You
I'll
gotta-
lead you on, but you will never get fucked.
I respect
You know?
your hustle.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
all. You know,
Yeah.
you gotta respect
Why
it.
were you making eye contact with me when you said you'd lead me on, but never fuck me?
Well, JPL, you've been hitting on me for months now, and I think
That's what you think. That's
Oh.
what you think. I know you think that.
Oh,
I know you
fuck.
think that. I know you think I was trying to fuck. It's like, hey, Nick, let's do a podcast together so I can try to fuck you.
Well,
And
and we
were
I'm
on
just,
a
I'm just doing
podcast,
the, I'm
and
playing
he
the
wants to
law
have sex with
game
me.
right now.
When I
Nick.
came down here, it was
There's
pitch
no one else.
black.
It's
it
only
was me,
JPL.
JPL,
It was a little
with
sketchy.
3 red lights lit. Like, you're telling me that you weren't trying to fuck me, JPL?
Lucky you didn't
Is
come
that why
here
you're
15
texting me?
minutes
Where are you
early.
at?
I was like,
Where are you
I had
at?
to
Where are
text
you
Rose.
at, Rose?
I had to text Rose. Where are you, dude? Save me. I'm about to get fucked by JPL.
Mm.
See,
You
this
almost
is
did.
why
I
we have
saved
a
you.
this is why we have a huge gay
Saved your
listenership.
butthole.
I know we have a huge gay listenership. They think I am super gay, and that's why
He is.
I'm so homophobic. They're like,
Fact.
I remember when I was
You're
a
the
homophobe,
grand
when I
wizard of
couldn't handle being
faggotry.
gay.
I
It's
told
true.
you this.
They all want to turn me out. You ain't gonna turn me out. You ain't gonna turn me loose.
He's already been turned loose.
You ain't gonna get turned loose on my butthole.
Oh, shit.
They want to turn tight.
Yeah, man.
Uh-huh.
Anyway,
Oh, this is funny.
Yeah, it's fucking 150 degrees in
It's
here.
so
It
fucking
is
hot
7
in here.
o'clock, but-
I'm sweating my goddamn balls off, dude.
And by the
Well-
way, I didn't even take a pee break because I was already running late.
oh yeah,
And instead, I went and got
let's just
shot
wrap it
glasses
up.
and drank more.
I hear you. I hear you.
That's
Let's
how
wrap it up.
dedicated I am to this podcast. I just
Oh,
want
I
you
can
guys
tell.
to
That's why you
fucking
told me
know.
to stop now. You were like,
You
"Let's leave
fucking
now."
asshole. No, we don't have to stop. I'm just saying it's really hot in here.
I love this sarcastic
really
clapping.
hot.
Is this a new thing we're doing now?
I don't know. I just
I
figured.
just don't think
Hey
that
guys,
Rose,
that sarcastic
Rose,
clapping is really funny. Good job. You did a good job there.
First of all, Rose doesn't have to pee because she's gonna sweat all that urine out because it's so
I
fucking
still
hot.
do have to pee.
I'm about
I'm
to sweat out my
surprised. I
surprised
had to
friends.
pee, but I don't have to pee
'Cause you're
anymore,
sweating so
'cause I'm
hard?
sweating
If
my
you-
fucking piss out.
If
of
you
my
pee on
I'm-
camera,
I'm
our
lo-
listenship
I'm dewy
will
right now.
That's a fact.
skyrocket.
This will have to go
That's
straight
a
to
fact.
Patreon.
Yeah.
And watch Rose pee in the fucking
Alright, yeah.
radio bill.
I'll
The
pee
Brat,
in
the
the
Brat
hat.
Cave.
Yeah,
We'll
the
see
back
how
cave.
what it
Pee
takes.
it up.
Yeah. They'll be like, why does it stink in
I know,
here?
I'm gonna have to take my hat off. It's fucking hot.
Oh shit. Oh, I love it.
I'm
And
gonna have to take
I
my
love it. You
shirt
took your
off.
hat off and you also pointed it
So
right to
do
the
we
camera.
have a?
It's
I'm
Illuminati.
still repping,
Not that,
baby.
not that we might be connected to the fucking underworld or anything, the New World Order, but
Yeah.
Well,
yeah. When you see this fucking face, no, no, I don't represent anything, man. That's my problem.
I don't
Is
even represent myself.
I don't have strong enough beliefs.
I
man.
represent the white race. How we doing?
Failing miserably right now.
I'm taking them down from
we're
the
taking
inside.
we're taking beatings. Well, you know what? No.
Honestly, me and you, Nick, are the whitest comics I think in the whole fucking scene. And actually,
Yeah.
you're way whiter, I think, because
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
got
you're
that
super
blonde
white.
beard.
Yeah, and the blonde beard, blue
Yeah.
eyes, like
The hair.
blonde hair. Fucking, I look like a
4-inch.
blonde fucking grizzly.
You're the
bear,
master
dude.
comic.
But you're also a black dude.
But I'm a black man
black inside.
trapped
You
in
are.
a white man's body.
are.
I feel that way too sometimes.
I feel like you are.
Yeah, I feel like
You've
a
been
black guy
oppressed
would,
enough.
would
I don't
drink
like you.
I don't-
Chardonnay and with ice in it.
You're right. Black,
Pinot
black guys
Grigio,
are always
Grigio,
carrying
Wub.
white
Get
wine.
it right, dude.
Pinot
How dare
Grigio.
you?
Yeah, how fucking dare you, Wub?
Sometimes when
I'm
you're not
trying.
here, we have a glass of Pinot Grigio on ice. I'm like, this is for my homie.
Yeah, dude. Well, I love it. I love it.
Are you supposed to put wine on ice?
Only
if
Pinot
you're an old
Grigio.
white woman,
Oh yeah. Do you drink it while you watch your stories?
Yeah, I do.
How's the world turning this week, Nick?
Dude, actually, you know what? I'm on Ray Donovan right now. Is what I'm
Oh.
watching. When I'm late to the party, and I've been
Oh.
watching Ray Donovan.
is it good?
I don't watch it.
It's very
I don't watch
predictable.
him
I
as an
think the
actor.
writing is very easy. I think they take the easy route on a lot of things. But I love that he drives a Mercedes S 550.
It's a good car.
It's
Yeah.
a fucking
That's
gangster
the reason
car,
why you watch
dude.
this show.
No,
He just drives a cool
but
car.
I'll tell you,
That's why
but
I
I'll
watched
tell you
the
it's
Dukes of
it's
Hazzard
my
'cause they have a
favorite
cool
car.
car.
Like if I ever have enough money to buy a
You will. You'll
$100,000
have
car,
one.
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna be the S 550.
They're great cars.
That shit is gangster
Dude,
as
if
fuck.
I become a
Cool car.
millionaire, I'm getting the fucking Dukes of Hazzard car. And if I get past
What's a
here,
Confederate flag on it and
with
everything,
dude,
man.
and I'm putting
Of course you would.
I'm hanging a Confederate flag from it, so it's.
Yeah.
And I'm always gonna park it here when I
And
get
he's
past.
gonna put playing
I'll be
cards
like,
in the
hey,
fucking
you
rims.
park my fucking car in the Comedy Store parking lot.
I just keep it here.
Cool, I just leave it here for a while.
I can't even watch shows or movies like that anymore because I can't stand to watch people acting. I'm like, oh my God, this is so phony. But I watch trash TV all day. Even though I know there's a producer's like, okay, we're gonna cast some drama here.
Yeah, it's totally
It's reality
It's
TV,
all written.
but it's all like
It's all
retarded.
written.
It's
all-
retarded people
Everything
trying to
down-
act,
everything down
which
to
I actually
Storage Wars.
prefer.
No, it's
because it's
not
more
written.
dramatic to me, and I think it's
But
funnier.
they tell them what to do.
They tell them what to do.
Yeah, they figure it out, but they don't write anything
Hey,
down. They
you
just
guys,
tell them.
You guys can do your thing. Love and I are gonna talk for a minute.
I can't watch it anymore. I literally I have a
I don't
hard
watch
time.
any of that
But
shit.
you know
I have
what,
a hard
Rose?
time watching
That
any of
is
that
the
shit.
one thing I love about Ray Donovan is that the acting is pretty fucking good.
Well, he's a good actor.
And-
That's why I would.
Dude, well,
maybe
and
I'd
he's like
watch
the
that.
man's
Yeah.
man. Like, he is like the most alpha
I used to watch
male.
The
My
Americans.
ears are
I used to like that
burning.
show.
Yeah, which one?
The Americans.
Oh, yeah.
I used to like that show. They got a little
yeah.
crazy at the end, but
I didn't like
The
it
one
after
thing-
she cut her hair.
The one
because she looked like a dyke.
No,
yeah,
I'm just
I know.
kidding. I just
I
don't.
don't-
Felicity,
she's
if Felicity is
unfuckable.
anyone fucking old and gay here besides me. Felicity, she cut her hair short.
No, I
and they
don't.
The
canceled
one-
it. God damn it.
When
But
I was
the
younger,
one
everybody's like,
thing-
"You look like Felicity," because I had the curly hair, and I was
Oh,
like,
did you?
"I hate curly hair," and I was like
That's why
straightening my
That's
hair.
why you straighten your hair all the
everyone
time.
loved
Oh,
her.
constantly.
That's why
Now it's a
everybody
bun
loved
on my
her.
If
head.
you guys don't know at home,
hated
Rose has very natural curly hair.
I have a fro.
So
It's
she's
kinky,
yeah,
just
so
like
Very
she
kinky.
is. Eh?
So she straightens it all the fucking
Kinkier
time,
than-
and now we know
kinkier than
why.
Felicity's,
We got
but
to
I
the
had
roots
my
of
hair
her
dyed
issues.
like hers.
She's
Everybody's
been
like,
oppressed.
So we figured out the roots of and base of JPL's issues. The
Felicity, that she
No,
cut her hair
no.
and then it turned me gay.
no the fashion police.
No, actually.
And now
no,
we came
stop
to
it.
the roots of the issues of Rose, the people that
The roots,
used to-
huh? The
yeah.
roots, yeah. There's got hair
Yeah.
roots.
Is that,
I got
so
grossed
now
out by
we'll-
Felicity and Blossom.
We just have
Blossom.
I
Wub
couldn't
and
wear a
Nick
hair. I
left
couldn't wear a hat.
to figure out
Felt
who
like
hurt
Blossom
us.
every time.
I know who hurt.
Because we already know who hurt JPL and Rose.
Yeah, I know.
Now maybe by the end of the episode we'll figure out who hurt Wub and Nick. Oh, but Wub already knows who
I
hurt.
know who hurt
hurt. No.
don't understand.
Who hurt
you?
us? Because the people calling you the curly or the Felicity are the people that hurt you.
Okay.
The fashion police hurt JPL.
Yeah.
I feel like 2 black women hurt you guys.
No,
A black-
actually,
a
every
black
black
per-
woman I've
No,
ever
no, no.
known
A
has
Jewish
been so
woman hurt
sweet.
Oh,
Wub. You won't
only
even
2?
date them.
Only 2.
Yeah.
Okay, let's say
Jewish
Wub.
women hurt Wub. Oh, hot
No,
too.
actually, a Jewish and a black woman hurt me. Well,
A
girl.
black Jew?
Oh,
It was
dude.
2 women.
Okay.
When I
That's
was
why
when I was
Wub
in
hates
elementary
ethnicities.
school, these 2 girls, they called me a faggot or something. I don't remember. I don't know if they actually used the
See,
word
we used
faggot.
to use faggot all the time.
But
It
they-
was so much
Well,
fun.
They
yeah,
called me
it was
gay,
very possible.
Yeah.
And then I called them dykes because of it. And then I got in trouble.
Yeah,
But
they're
they
male
didn't.
privilege.
That's
Yeah.
bullshit.
And that's
'Cause you're a
when
white male.
that was my red pill moment. That was when I knew. I was like, oh
Like,
shit, it's
this is
fucked up.
bullshit.
This is
Yeah.
fucked
You know
up.
what? He actually did just reveal something very true.
hey,
'cause-
by the way, I wrote.
okay, let's just deny it. He just fucking opened his soul to you, and you're like, oh, by the way, let's talk about Blossom some more. Are you crazy? Wub doesn't ever open up. This is huge. All right, well, anyway,
That
next
wasn't
week-
Now
really
we
opening
figured
up,
out
but
who hurt
yes,
Wub.
thank
The-
you.
That's as close
the
as we're
Jews
ever going
and
to get to
blacks are
him
Wub.
opening up.
Yeah, it was a Jewish girl and a black girl. Or no, I don't know actually if one of
But
them
we
was
can just
Jewish.
say women
Did
in
they
general.
tell on you?
Yeah, they told me. I went to the principal because of it.
bullshit.
And then I got in
Narcs,
trouble because they were like, and I had to play dumb, you know? They were like, do you even know what, like, a dyke is or whatever? And I was like, no, I don't know. But I definitely knew what it was. Or else I
Yeah.
wouldn't have used it as retaliation.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah,
yeah,
You know?
yeah,
like,
for
they
sure,
called
yeah.
me gay.
It's
I'm
pretty
like,
vulgar
I got to
words, yeah.
throw it out.
Yeah.
Did you
know?
tell them that they called you gay though?
I'm sure I did. I don't
Yeah.
remember. But I just remember. I don't know because I remember playing dumb. Because when you're a kid, you
Yeah,
try
you
to
just
play
play
dumb
dumb
to
until
get
you
out
get
of
caught,
anything.
yeah.
I was
you know?
really good at playing dumb. I
Yeah.
always wanted.
Yo, in junior high, this is hilarious.
Yeah.
I would write notes to my friend Joey all
Yeah.
the time. And we would fuck with my fat ass teacher, my science teacher, all the time. She'd be like writing notes on the board and we'd act like we were crawling in her asshole and like swimming in it. We're like, like this. She had like one of those asses that like went in
Yeah,
It
yeah.
went out and
yeah.
in.
Now we know
It
why
was
you're
like-
into pegging.
It was disgusting.
Something about you putting
Now
something
we
The
in
got
girls
it.
is, like, she
Now
was
we got why Taylor was
highly
bow-legged,
obese, right?
dude. Hey.
Anyway.
All right, so we solved another problem tonight.
Me and my friend would write like
It was
letters
a real
back-
wedgie.
Remember in junior high
It
we would
was
write
like-
notes. We didn't have phones. We would write
Yeah.
notes back and forth.
You're right.
And I was like, Miss blah blah blah. I forgot her name. It was a fruity ass, fat ass bitch. And so my dad, they called my
Fruity
dad
ass
into the
was
office.
a big one
my
in the
dad,
fucking 80s, 90s, early 2000s.
Fruity ass
Fruity
bitch.
ass.
Fruity ass is pretty good.
Or Fruity Pebbles.
Oh, dude.
That one too.
This fruity ass, fat ass
Fruity
hoe.
Pebble ass bitch.
They called my father in because they suspended me for 2 weeks for this. So they called my father. Somebody picked up the note and turned it in.
Oh,
you
I have
fucking
a
believe
great-
this?
I got a story for you.
Wait, hold on.
let
Let me finish this.
Yeah, I want to hear
So my father gets called in. This motherfucker's working 18-hour days at the fucking restaurant, right? He's cooking. He's like, what the fuck do you guys want from me? Like, your daughter. And then like I'm sitting there and I was like, oh my God, he's gonna smack me in front of everybody and I'm gonna get taken away because they'll be like, you can't beat your children, right? So this is what I'm thinking is gonna happen. And they're like, your daughter wrote, Miss blah 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 is a fruity ass bitch, blah blah blah. And they're like reading the whole letter and I'm like, oh, and it's like the dumbest shit ever because we're just like going back and forth, you know, we're like, hey, yeah, it's funny, right? We're just crying, laughing. We're showing the whole room. The whole room's crying, laughing because we're like pretending like we're swimming in her butthole. Okay? So this fucking faggot
Your
hands
dad
in
starts
our note,
laughing.
turns it in. I get suspended for 2 weeks and my dad's like, are you kidding me?
Holy crap.
Are you kidding me? He's like, you called me in from work, busy time, lunchtime, busy season. You called me in to tell me this? He's like, so what? That note wasn't for her. That note wasn't for the teacher. That note was for her friend. And my dad was like, I mean, he still smacked the shit out of me.
He defended you.
afterwards. He defended me, but like when I came home, he was like, don't fucking do
He
that shit.
defended your honor and then dishonored you.
He dishonored me. He's like, don't fucking do that
I
shit.
kind of respect it.
No, I respect it now.
Because it's family
At the time, I was like, God
dealing
damn it.
with, you know.
Yeah,
But he
it's
was
a
so pissed.
family
He's like,
issue.
he's like, you're gonna
Exactly.
suspend
It's not for
my
fucking
my
school.
daughter because somebody turned in a note that wasn't even meant for the teacher.
Mm-hmm.
Are you serious? Granted, she wasn't supposed to be writing these notes during class, but maybe your teacher's not interesting enough, you know. And he was just like, I need to get back to work.
Man,
Why
what's
did
it
you
like
call
to
me
have
in
a
it?
dad that cared?
But
Let me tell you my
Yo.
story. Let me tell you my
Pretty
story.
hilarious.
When I was in the 8th grade, I passed a note to a girl in class that said, I passed.
Oh, it's okay. It always happens.
I passed a note to this girl in class in 8th grade, and the note said, say you love Satan. Say you love Satan.
Is this
Someone-
how it started?
This is how it started. And then they gave the note to to a teacher, and then I had to go to counseling. There was no way to go contact my dad because they didn't know the fucking number to the fucking bar that he was staying at that week. So I just had to go to counseling.
That's fucked up.
Maybe this isn't as funny as the story as I thought it was. Well, anyhow.
It's more sad than
It's more
funny. But you
sad
know
than
what?
funny.
By the way,
I have a
counseling doesn't
lot
work.
of those stories.
God, it was my science
JPL.
teacher.
Did
What
you
was her
guys
name?
polish off that whole bottle of tequila? Is
We
that
have,
It
possible?
we
wasn't a
have
whole
like
bottle
it
when I
was
brought it in,
only
to be
like
honest.
2/3 of a bottle. First of all,
Kind of a lot.
hey,
dude.
look
I
at
have
the
to pee
sober
really
guy
bad.
fucking
Can we wrap it
judging
up?
us, huh?
Yeah.
All of a sudden you're
Yeah.
sober for
Have
1
it-
week
It's
and you're
really-
judging what the fuck we're drinking,
I turned
JPL.
in all. I
So
turned
we've
out
been
all
on for
Yeah.
almost
pushy.
an hour.
Yeah, we had enough. We had fun.
Have we had enough?
We've had way too much
Okay,
fun. I
it's
feel
so
like.
hot in here.
It
Are we
is hot.
done?
I think so. But I think we did a good job, everybody.
she's gotta-
Nick, thank you for coming.
I
in
think you have
and
to
Nick
work
again.
until-
Kekeris.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'm here.
Fuck yeah,
Dude.
Nick.
Thanks for
Kekeris.
having me,
Fucking
guys.
We'll have you
best
back
guest we've
again.
ever had.
Catch him at the
By
Comedy
far.
Store.
By far,
The
it's super
best.
fun, super fun. But fuck all you other guests that have been on it. I hope you're listening to
I
this.
hope you're listening because
If
you're
you wanna
not,
come
you
back, you need to
motherfuckers.
fucking do some fucking
You
fun
need
of
to
your
suck my
shit.
dick.
Yeah, Sam Tripoli, suck it, dude.
Suck it, you fucking
You
faggot.
most listened to episode, motherfucker, dude.
Yes, but
Fucking
thanks for the
suck
new
it,
listeners you gave us, but fuck you.
dude.
Love
Oh,
everyone.
dude. Love you,
Hate
Sam.
everyone,
Love
too.
everybody.
Yeah.
All right,
Keep
thank you
on
guys for
trolling.
having me, man. Keep on
Troll
trolling.
hard.
See you in hell.
See you in fucking hell.
It is hot. Let's get out of here.